Now, another thing, later on in life, my brother was kind enough to give me a nephew who was a lot like me. And, you know, I could be somewhat gullible as a youth, but I got to tell you, you know, he was a really great kid. But I might have played some pretty evil, mean tricks on him while he was growing up. One of the things I did one day was moved into a new house, and it's out a little bit of the country, and we had groundhogs. You know, got a big groundhog mound out in the front yard. Big old mound, and the little groundhog would pop up and look around every once in a while. And my nephew, he saw this. You know, his name was Zeke, and Zeke saw this thing looking up and said, "Hey, Uncle, Uncle." I'm like, "Yeah, Zeke, what is it?" "Uncle Ray, what's that thing out there? Is it like a cat or something?" I said, because he's from the city, he don't know. I said, "No, that's a groundhog." He says, "What are they?" I said, "They're like little squirrel type things. You can go out and play with them if you want." He's like, "I can?" I said, Sure. So we walk outside. I sit down on the porch, and he runs down to the groundhog hole. He goes, "How do you get him to come out?" I says, "You got to call him." He says, "Okay, how do you call him?" I said, "You got to go, 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 go." And he goes, "What?" I said, "You know, groundhog, go." They make a go sound, you know, go. And he's like go, go, go. I said, yeah, real loud. You gotta yell down in the hole, and they'll come out because they'll think you're a groundhog. They want to play with you. And he's like, "Okay." And he's like 9 or 10. He's a nice kid, a lot of fun. So he gets down there and he's yelling, "Go, go, 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 go." And he's looking at me like, you know, when's he coming out? I'm like, he probably can't hear you. He's probably 20 feet down in that hole. You gotta get your face down in the hole so he can hear you. And he climbs down in there. And he's like, "Go, go, 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 go." And I'm like, "That's it. Keep going. You know, he'll be out in a minute. Just get down there, get in there. Try to get your head down in the hole." And it's all the way down, and he got his head in the hole, and he's like, "Go, go, 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 go." And at that moment, Marvelous walks up to the doorway, and she stands there, and she's looking, and she's like, and she watching my nephew sit there going, "Go, go, 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 go." And he's got his whole head down in the hole. And I'm just sitting there laughing and smiling. And she walks out on the porch. She says, "BillyRay, what are you making that poor boy do?" I said, "Oh, don't you know, honey? That's how you call a groundhog out if you want to play with it." And sure enough, about that time, he looks up and sees Marvelous shaking her head no. And he's like, you know, his cartoons where the person's head turns into a jackass. He gave me that look like, you got this. You're gonna pay for this someday at BillyRay. I swear to God, I don't know how old you're younger. I'm gonna make you pay. So sure enough, you can actually dupe your nephews and nieces into calling groundhogs and any other kind of vermin if you can make it sound convincible. And old BillyRay done pulled one over on Zeke, and Zeke to this day knows how to call a groundhog when he needs to. So that's another cute story, true story.